Part 5. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 41. The assistant director who followed the filming team immediately said to Sister Yang and Diliba, "Safety issues, you don't need to worry too much, the program team has its own considerations. Our program team has arranged for a swimmer to make a life jacket and bring life-saving equipment to follow you. If you really have a mistake, our lifeguards will take action, and the program team will definitely not let you have any safety problems." "Oh, that's..." Sister Yang and Diliba both nodded. Hearing what the assistant director of the program team said, they naturally no longer worry about safety. It is impossible for the program team to let them have any safety mistakes. If it is really because of the safety problems caused by the filming of the program, or even the loss of life, the longing program team will cause big trouble, and the companies behind the stars are not vegetarians. The assistant director continued, "With Mr. Lee here, I think that the safety issue must be guaranteed. Our lifeguards are actually redundant. It's okay, our lifeguards are still following." "Teacher Lee, who is it?" Sister Yang was stunned, very curious. "Yes, who is Mr. Lee? Is he a master who supports the boat?" Diliba was also very curious and looked at Huang Lei. From the very beginning, Sister Yang and Diliba both heard Huang Lei mention Teacher Lee. Listening to Huang Lei's tone and Huang Lei's expression, Huang Lei admired and appreciated this Teacher Lee very much. For Sister Yang and Diliba, Huang Lei is an old-timer in the entertainment industry. Huang Lei has been in the entertainment industry for a long time, has a deep status, has many resources, has a wide range of contacts, and many juniors respect Mr. Huang very much. Even old-timers like He Jiang respect Huang Lei very much. Not to mention young actresses like Sister Yang and Diliba, they have great respect for old-timers like Huang Lei. And Huang Lei turned out to be a Teacher Lee, so the question is, where is this Teacher Lee sacred? Poof, Mr. Lee is the master of the boat. Reba is so cute. My husband is a master, ha 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 ha. My husband was shot while lying down. Li Feng, I'm injured. In the live broadcast rooms of major online platforms, the audience felt very funny and wanted to laugh. Especially Diliba asked Mr. Lee if he was a master who supported the boat. This was so funny, it sounded very interesting and funny. Huang Lei frowned, glanced at Li Feng, and found that Li Feng's expression was indifferent, and he still looked light. Huang Lei was relieved, at least Li Feng was not angry. Huang Lei was afraid that Li Feng would be angry. Huang Lei immediately pointed at Li Feng and said to Sister Yang and Diliba, "Sister Yang, Xiao Di, let me introduce you to you, this is Teacher Lee." "He, Mr. Lee." Sister Yang and Diliba were both shocked, opened their mouths, and their eyes widened, with completely incredible expressions. Li Feng is too young, and he looks so handsome, they didn't expect that Huang Lei said that Teacher Lee was him. Ahem. Huang Lei coughed lightly. The expressions of Sister Yang and Diliba were all expected by Huang Lei. Huang Lei and the others had the same mentality when they first saw Li Feng holding a bamboo raft to pick up people. "Let's go." Li Feng immediately greeted everyone. "Let's go, get on board first." Huang Lei was the first to board the bamboo raft. Huang Lei also set an example for Sister Yang and Diliba. He is on the bamboo raft, and he will be able to dispel the concerns in the hearts of Sister Yang and Diliba. Anyway, that's what Huang Lei thinks. Get on board and He Jian, Zhang Yuxing and Peng Yuzhuan also got on board. "Brother Li Feng, you can help me." Zhang Zifeng looked at Li Feng. Li Feng nodded, then hugged Zhang Zifeng, jumped slightly, and took Zhang Zifeng to board the bamboo raft. Now only Sister Yang and Diliba are still standing on the shore. "Sister Yang, Xiaodai, come down quickly." Huang Lei waved to Sister Yang and Diliba. I'm afraid, How do I get down?" Although Sister Yang was willing to board the bamboo raft, She was a little frightened when she saw such a large lake and this bamboo raft packed with people. I don't dare to come down. Diliba also looked a little worried. Let Mr. Li help you, Huang Lei said with a wink. Teacher Li, are you? Can you help me? Can you please get me on a bamboo raft? Sister Yang immediately asked Li Feng for help. Teacher Li, you can help me too. Diliba also winked at Li Feng. This. Li Feng paused for a short time, then nodded and said, Cheng. Li Feng tapped the bamboo raft with both feet, and then his whole body took off into the air, flew to the shore, and then said to Sister Yang and Diliba, Sister Yang, you come to my left, Reba, you come to my right. Aha! Sister Yang and Diliba both nodded, and according to Li Feng's request, they came to Li Feng's left and right respectively. Li Feng immediately stretched out his hand and hugged Sister Yang and Diliba's slender waists. Ah, h. Sister Yang and Diliba both trembled, and their hearts were slightly nervous and shy. Is also held by a young, handsome, and temperamental man like Li Feng, they are shy at most, and they will not resist. As young female stars, they are actually very clean and self-loving, and they will not easily contact the opposite sex. If it weren't for Li Feng's handsomeness, which made them feel a little excited, they wouldn't have offered to let Li Feng help them get a bamboo raft. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 42. Li Feng didn't care about Sister Yang and Diliba's shyness. He hugged the two big stars tightly, and then jumped up, hugged them together, and boarded the bamboo raft very lightly. €OEI 1/4 Y. Sister Yang and Diliba were both at a loss. Just got on the bamboo raft? Li Feng let go of his hand, let go of Sister Yang and Diliba, and then said to everyone on the bamboo raft, you are done, let's go. Aha! Sister Yang and Diliba both sat down immediately. Now in Li Feng's hands, there are no bamboo poles and other tools to support the boat, so he directly leans in the direction of these big stars, stands at the end of the bamboo raft, and then slaps his hands against the lake in the air. Whoa, 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 whoa. The lake water was slapped by Li Feng's palms in the air. The surging waves forced the backward water of the lake to rush over, pushing the bamboo raft forward quickly. Sister Yang and Diliba were very surprised at first, and even a little scared, but after dozens of seconds, they found that although the bamboo raft was fast, it was still very stable, and they were a little relieved and no longer so worried. When Sister Yang and Diliba turned around, they saw Li Feng standing at the end of the bamboo raft with his back to them, tall and heroic, with his hands out. This posture was simply handsome, even if it was just facing away from them. It also brought them a particularly surprising visual enjoyment. Wow, that's handsome, isn't it? It's really handsome. Sister Yang and Diliba, who have become Li Feng's little fan sisters at the moment, both think that Li Feng is handsome and amazing, and her charm is unparalleled. Woo woo woo, my sister Yang, she actually empathized and fell in love with Teacher Li, my heart hurts. Ouch, look at Reba's little eyes, Reba's eyes are full of Li Feng. Li Feng is so handsome, no wonder female stars like him, this season yearns. Li Feng is the protagonist and the biggest winner, right? My husband's charm is too strong, and Sister Yang and Sister Reba are fascinated by. Congratulations to my husband for accepting 2 more sisters. H. In the live webcast room, the audience saw Sister Yang and Diliba's eyes looking at Li Feng, or close-ups, and they all read a lot of information from these eyes. When a woman looks at a man, she can only have such a look when she appreciates and admires him. Everyone is not stupid, and it can be seen that Sister Yang and Diliba have feelings of admiration for Li Feng. Sister Yang and Diliba's fans feel very sad and sad. The female star they likes someone else, even if the female star doesn't belong to them, it makes them uncomfortable. There are also some fans who think that Li Feng is very good, and he is completely worthy of Sister Yang and Diliba, and they feel that Sister Yang and Ali Jerba should fall in love with Li Feng. The online live broadcast platform, the popularity of yearning has increased a lot. There are also many discussion topics about yearning on platforms such as Scarves, and 6 of the top 10 hot searches are related to yearning. For example, the search for Sister Yang Diliba joins the 5th season of Yearning firmly occupies the second hot search for the scarf, and the first hot search for the scarf is Who is Li Feng? Li Feng's popularity is the highest. Watched the audience who longed for the live broadcast of the 5th season, and there was no one who didn't understand and didn't pay attention to Li Feng. Whoa! Just when Li Feng came to the center of the lake with the bamboo raft, suddenly, the originally calm lake water suddenly became churning. The huge waves rolled up, and the whole lake, like a roaring sea, swelled up with endless stormy waves. The bamboo raft, which was originally moving fast but smoothly, became bumpy because of the turbulent water. Huang Lei and them, all of them turned pale with fright, and screamed. Several male celebrities, the most frightened, was Pen Yu. Zhang Zifeng, Sister Yang, and Diliba, these girls, were scared a lot. How can this be? It's really unsafe to sit on a bamboo raft. Sister Yang said loudly. Diliba also exclaimed, that's it, it's so unsafe, I'm so scared. Zhang Zifeng said, Sister Yang, Sister Reba, last time it was calm, I don't know what's wrong today, maybe it's because the lake is experiencing some extreme weather today. The working boat of the filming crew, as well as the lifeboat that followed closely, also jolted violently. The live broadcast picture filmed is not very clear, and the shaking amplitude of the picture is too large. What's wrong with this lake today? Why is there such a big wind and waves? This weather, there is no change. The assistant director was particularly anxious. Now the assistant director is not only worried about the situation of Huang Lei and his celebrity guests, but also very worried about his own safety. Whoa! Suddenly, the wind and waves on the surface of the lake became larger, and the ups and downs of the lake were even greater. Then, a black shadow rushed out of the water in the center of the lake. That. What's that? Zhang Yuxing pointed to the black shadow that rushed out of the water, very nervous. Like a snake. He Jiang said. Is this such a big snake? Is this a big python? Is there really such a big python in this world? Huang Lei was completely stunned. Snake, such a big snake, how can there be such a big snake? This is a monster, right? Sister Yang looked at the big snake in the water, her face was pale, and she was covered with cold sweat, and she was particularly surprised. Diliba and Zhang Zifeng were even more frightened and trembling. The black shadow that washed out of the lake eventually revealed more than half of the water. Everyone can see clearly, this is a big snake. Most of the big snake is exposed, all of which are dozens of meters long, and the snake body is as big as a big yellow bucket, and the whole snake is a behemoth, just like the super python in The Disaster of the Python. Not only Huang Lei, but also the staff of the program team and some of the villagers working on the shore of the lake also saw the python. Zhang Kalian, a beautiful girl from Daowen village, was washing clothes on the shore of the lake, and she was also attacked by the waves rolled up by the big python churning, and immediately evacuated and stood on a high place, and then saw the big python emerging from the lake. This snake is too big, isn't it? We still have such a big snake in this lake. Zhang Kalian was shocked and undecided. Please support your brothers and sisters, vote for flowers, vote for evaluation, give tips, and comment. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 43. The Staff of the program filming team, looking at the big python in the lake, were all scared to the sky. The equipment for filming is still working. The camera filmed the python in the lake. Of course, the shot is not very clear, and there is a lot of time, that is, just a few seconds. Whew. At this time, the big python suddenly opened its mouth, and then roared. In the next moment, the upper half of the python's body smashed into the lake at once. Boom! A huge wave of water was smashed by a big python. The surface of the lake has become turbulent again. The bamboo raft once again jolted violently. Ah, what to do? Huang Lei and them, now they are all shocked and regretful. I knew that such a big guy would come out of the lake today, and they wouldn't even sit on this bamboo raft today. It's too late to say anything. The staff of the program filming team also regret it very much now. It's just a show, if you take your little life, wouldn't it be a big loss? Sit down and don't move. Li Feng suddenly said to the stars on the bamboo raft. After speaking, Li Feng rushed out of the bamboo raft at once. Then, Li Feng stepped on the void and flew in the direction of the python. Damn, Mr. Li. This is a peerless light feat. Zhang Yuxing was so shocked that he couldn't close his mouth. Huang Lei, He Jian, and Zhang Zifeng were also stunned. Last time, when Li Feng picked them up, he also showed peerless light skills, but at that time, Li Feng rushed out of the calm lake with his feet, and the whole person floated out of the dust, like an immortal descending to earth. And now, Li Feng doesn't even step on the lake with his feet, he just steps on the void, and the whole person doesn't have any support and focus, but he can still move forward quickly. This is the super domineering light body exercise. At this time, Huang Lei and the others had to believe that Li Feng was a martial arts master. Not to mention anything else, just this light skill is an invincible existence. Ah, what is Mr. Li doing? Could it be that he has a transparent wire rope tied to his body, and he is hanging via? Is this the arrangement of the program team? Then this big python is also the arrangement of the program team. Is it a prop? What a realistic prop, the program team is really painstaking for the effect. Sister Yang looked at the picture of Li Feng flying out, her eyes widened and her mouth widened, looking extremely surprised. In the end, Sister Yang returned to rationality, thinking that this was the effect of the program team's arrangement. Diliba also said, the program team is not going to shoot a yearning, but to make a fantasy movie. Hey, this. Huang Lei was very anxious, a little crying and laughing, so he said to Sister Yang and Diliba, Sister Yang, Zayadai, it's really not arranged by the program team, this snake is real, Teacher Li can fly, it's also true, no matter how powerful the snake is, it will definitely be suppressed by Teacher Li. Teacher Li is a master of the world, that's really a great one, with Teacher Li here, our safety is guaranteed. What? This? Is this true? Mr. Huang? Are you being bought by Director Liu? Haven't you always liked to complain about Director Liu, and you like to go against the program team? Sister Yang and Diliba both looked at Huang Lei with incredible looks. Huang Lei was very embarrassed. How should he explain this? Sister Yang and Diliba, this is obviously questioning him. Now Huang Lei doesn't know how to explain it. Sister Yang, Zayadai, what Teacher Huang said, it's all true, this is not the arrangement of the program team, Daowen village is very mysterious and weird, there are some extraordinary things, which you dare not imagine now, and when you slowly get in touch and understand, you will know, Mr. Li is a master in the world, he can do anything, an all-round talent, he sings, playing the flute, killing all the entertainment stars in seconds, he is also very domineering in stir-frying, Mr. Huang worships him as a teacher, he can also do handicrafts, and made a Luban stool for Zifeng, you have more contact with Mr. Li, you know how powerful Mr. Li is, this season yearning, all rely on Mr. Lee to support a lot of heat. Now many people on the internet are discussing Mr. Lee's mysterious identity. You may not pay much attention to the internet, and when you pay more attention to the internet, you will know that what I said is not false. He Jiang immediately looked at Sister Yang and Diliba and patiently explained. Ah, Mr. He, you. Are you telling the truth? Sister Yang is now a little convinced. After all, Huang Lei and He Jiang are both old-timers, and they are both longing old people, so it stands to reason that they have no reason to lie. If you don't believe it, you can ask them. He Jiang continued. Sister Yang and Diliba immediately looked at Zhang Yuxing. It's true, it's all true. Zhang Yuxing nodded. Well, it's true, Brother Li Feng is really powerful, Sister Yang, Sister Reba. If you have more contact with Brother Li Feng, you will know how powerful Brother Li Feng is. Brother Li Feng is the most perfect man I have ever seen. Zhang Zifeng replied uninvited, and praised Li Feng even more. €OEI 1/4 Yi 1/4 Y. Sister Yang and Diliba both have question mark faces. Sister Zifeng, all praise Li Feng like this? Is Li Feng really such a good and perfect man? He is very handsome. Including now, flying in the air, he is even more handsome. However, no matter how good a person is, he will not be an all-round talent in their mouth, right? No matter how perfect a person is, he can't be omnipotent. Almighty, this is against the law. Let's talk about Li Feng. He flew out now and rushed directly in the direction of the big python in the center of the lake. After the python saw Li Feng flying away, it pulled half of its body out of the lake at once, and then with a swing, the huge snake head smashed at Li Feng in the air, and at the same time opened its bloody mouth and bit down fiercely in the direction of Li Feng. Ah, h. Looking at this thrilling scene, Zhang Kalian by the lake, as well as other villagers, were all pale and frightened, and they sweated deeply for Li Feng. Even Huang Lei and He Jiang on the bamboo raft, knowing that Li Feng was a peerless master, were also very worried at the moment. They were still worried that Li Feng would not be able to defeat this big python. If Li Feng was swallowed alive by the python, wouldn't they be finished, and they would all have to make this python's delicious snack today? Abuse animals, forgive you for guarding Daowen village for 100 years of luck. Lao Tzu can not kill you, but, you can't make waves. You have to have any idea of being excited to make waves. Lao Tzu will never spare you. Pull out your tendons, waste your ability, let you stay at the bottom of this lake forever and can't turn over. Li Feng yelled at the big python, and at the same time, his body rushed over quickly, and he directly stepped on the huge snake's head with one kick. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 44. After Li Feng stepped on this foot, the big python was directly trampled into the water. After 2 swings in the lake, the python burrows under the lake and never comes out again. The turbulent surface of the lake instantly returned to calm. It's like there's never been a big python. That's it? Huang Lei and He Jian were all stunned. They originally thought that there would be a fierce and wonderful battle between Li Feng and the python. Who knew that the battle would end so quickly? With this kick, Li Feng completely tamed the python. Li Feng is really powerful. Oh my! Sister Yang covered her mouth and stared at Li Feng with a pair of big shining eyes, just looking at Li Feng with an incredible look. At first, Sister Yang really thought that this was the arrangement of the program team. Now, she saw it and knew that this was not an arrangement, this was an encounter with a python. And Li Feng is very powerful. He flew out in the air, trampled on the big python with one kick, obediently obeyed, and never came out to make waves again. This is too powerful, isn't it? Who the hell is Li Feng? Is he a demon slayer? Diliba also felt very surprised. Diliba was born in a frontier area, and since she was a child, she has heard a lot of legends about demon slayers, ghost catchers, treasure holders, and tomb robbers, and she is relatively quick to accept these Shinto things. After seeing Li Feng's divine power of stepping on the python, Diliba was guessing Li Feng's identity. Daowen village is located in a backward cottage in Xiangxi. This kind of place is also full of all kinds of legends. Since Li Feng is so powerful and has this extraordinary ability, it is also possible that he is a mysterious demon exterminator. Demon Slayer. Huanglei and the others all looked at Diliba. Their acceptance of these mysterious professions is still not as good as Diliba. However, I don't know how to explain this. Li Feng's ability is beyond the scope of ordinary people's cognition. So Huanglei and the others only know that Li Feng is very good at B, but they don't know how to explain Li Feng's Niu B. If they hadn't seen it with their own eyes, they would never have believed that there was such a powerful human existence in this world. After forcing the python back to the bottom of the lake, Li Feng stepped on the surface of the lake, as if he was standing on flat ground. His hands were in a strange posture, and there were words in his mouth. A few minutes later, Li Feng turned around, stepped on the surface of the lake, and walked lightly, as if walking on the ground. A-Euro-OEI 1/4 Yi 1/4 Y. Sister Yang and Diliba both looked at Li Feng with surprised expressions. Although they had already seen Li Feng's volley flying and stepping on the big python's bull X picture just now, but now watching Li Feng walking leisurely on the lake, their hearts felt even more surprised. Li Feng returned to the bamboo raft. Huanglei, Hejian, Zhang Yuxing, Zhang Zifeng, Yang's sister and Diliba all looked at him in unison. Only Pen Yuchen buried his head deeply because of the bamboo raft and didn't look at him. Let's go. Li Feng slapped his palms on the surface of the lake. The bamboo raft, again on the calm surface of the lake, quickly ran ahead. Teacher Li, you were really handsome just now. Zhang Yuxing looked at Li Feng and stretched out his thumb. The picture of Li Feng stepping on the python just now was very short, but the impression left on everyone was extremely profound. It's cool, it's better than fantasy movies. Hejian also gave Li Feng a thumbs up. Zhang Zifeng, Sister Yang, and Diliba are completely three little fans, looking at Li Feng, their eyes are reluctant to blink. Now Li Feng has changed from a fan sister of Zhang Zifeng to two more fan sisters of Sister Yang and Diliba, a total of 3 fan sisters. Teacher Li, what is going on with this big python? Why is there such a big python in this lake? Is this a big python similar to the Tianqi of Qinbei Mountain? Zhang Yuxing couldn't help but be curious, looked at Li Feng, and continued to ask. That's right, Mr. Li, if you didn't kill this big python, will it come out to be a demon again? If it comes out to be a demon again, won't Daowen village be in danger? Hejian looked at Li Feng and asked about the deep worry in his heart. Huanglei, Zhang Zifeng, Sister Yang, and Diliba also looked at Li Feng with worries. It's safe today, but they still have to continue filming the show in Daowen village. If this big python runs out again at some point to make waves, and Li Feng is not by their side, wouldn't it be eaten by the big python as a small snack? It's okay, it's just a little worm, I've completely subdued it today, it doesn't dare to come out and make waves again. If it's not afraid of death, I'll slaughter it and roast it to eat. You can also have a full meal. Do you like cumin or spicy? Li Feng said in a flat tone. A-Euro-OEI 1/4 Yi 1/4 Yi 1/4 Y. Huanglei and the others all looked at each other. What the hell? Bugs? A large python dozens of meters long, in your mouth, is a small worm? Is there such a bug? Also baked to eat? Ask us if we prefer cumin or spicy. Such a big python, are you going to roast it and eat it? Superior, this is really superior. The thinking of a superior person is just different. Li Feng's indifferent attitude fell in the eyes of Huanglei, and it made Huanglei and them admire him even more. Zhang Zifeng, Sister Yang, and Diliba, the 3 little fan sisters, worship Li Feng even more. Li Feng is so handsome, I have never seen such a handsome man. Sister Yang and Diliba's hearts fluctuated, their hearts were like a deer, even if they glanced at Li Feng, they felt their hearts beat faster. Please brothers and sisters vote, reward, rate. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 45. The major online live broadcast rooms are now completely boiling, and the topic of yearning has skyrocketed. On platforms such as Scarf and Sticker, the search volume for the 5th season of Yearning is also rising. When a python appeared in the lake in Daowen village, although the program crew couldn't hold the cameras steadily, they still filmed the python for a few seconds. And the picture of Li Feng rushing out and trampling the python into the bottom of the lake with one foot was also captured by the film crew for several seconds. Don't underestimate these few seconds, it's these few seconds that let the audience in the live broadcast rooms of major online platforms see it, and everyone calls. This. Is this a python? Python? I'm here to be on the scene of the Python disaster movie crew. This can't be fake, right? How can there be such a big snake? Isn't it a prop? Ah, Sister Reba, you must pay attention to safety. Sister Yang, my sister Yang, you must not have anything to do. Such a big python? Isn't the program team going to be wiped out? It's over, I have to make a small snack for a big python, and I feel sorry for Mr. Huang for 5 seconds. Pray for Mr. Huang and them, hoping that a divine soldier will descend from heaven and be able to subdue the python. At the beginning, all the viewers, after seeing the live broadcast video of the python for a few seconds, all swiped the screen one after another, expressing their fear of the python and their worries about Huang Lei's safety. In the next moment, the audience in the live broadcast room saw Li Feng rushing out and stepping the python into the bottom of the lake with one kick. €OEI 1/4 ye 1/4 ye 1/4 y. This. Divine soldiers descend from the sky, Mr. Li is a divine soldier. Teacher Li, 666, Mr. Li can still deal with such a big python, who is he? Could this not be a python, but a dragon? Is Mr. Li Feng the legendary dragon slayer? Dragon slayer? Is this a fantasy novel? Have you seen too many fantasies? How can there be any dragon slayer in this world? Teacher Li Feng is a dragon slayer. If he is not a dragon slayer, how can he explain that he surrendered this dragon with one kick? This is obviously a big python, what the hell is the dragon? When everyone saw the picture of Li Feng stepping on the python, the audience in the live broadcast room was like a chicken blood, and they all discussed and even argued. Some people even opened their brains, saying that this big python was a dragon, and Li Feng was a dragon slayer. In fact, what these people guessed is really right. This big python is Jiaolong, which is a dragon that has been hidden at the bottom of the lake for hundreds of years and can guard the luck of Daowen village. I don't know what's going on with this dragon today, it actually ran out and was scary. Fortunately, Li Feng was there, and Li Feng directly trampled the dragon to the bottom of the lake and tamed the dragon into obedience. Li Feng is not a dragon slayer, he is an all-round grandmaster master, but he definitely has dragon slaying skills, not to mention the dragon at the bottom of the lake. Even if it is a deep-sea dragon, Li Feng can easily tame it. Li Feng is not a dragon slayer, but he is a dragon slayer. There is no more powerful master who can slay dragons than Li Feng. Li Feng supported the bamboo raft, and after landing on the shore, he said to Huang Lei and them. He didn't need anyone's instructions, he directly picked up Zhang Zifeng and landed on the shore first. Brother Li Feng, help me. Sister Yang looked at Li Feng and spoke. Li Feng didn't say a word, he jumped on the bamboo raft lightly. Sister Yang and Dilibo both came to Li Feng's left and right very consciously, and then Li Feng picked up Sister Yang and Dilibo and jumped ashore very easily. As for Huang Lei, Hejian, Zhang Yuxing, and Pen Yu advocating them, they climbed ashore by themselves, and Li Feng definitely didn't care about them. Let Li Feng hug a big man? Mom, it's better to kill him directly. Just thinking about it, Li Feng felt that this was too disgusting. Li Feng is such a double standard. Although he doesn't kneel down to female stars, he doesn't think that female stars are superior, and he won't scream when he sees female stars like many fans do, but she doesn't hate beautiful female stars. Just like Zhang Zifeng, Sister Yang, and Diliba, they are all very good looking, so he is also willing to help them and carry them ashore. But for male stars, even if you are very handsome, Li Feng doesn't want to have any contact. Just thinking about it, I feel my scalp tingling. Not long after Li Feng and the others docked, the boats of the program team also docked, and the staff of the program team also boarded the lakeshore one after another. Everyone walked in the direction of the mushroom house. When he arrived at the mushroom house, Huang Lei looked at Li Feng and proposed, "Teacher Li, can we come to your house for lunch today? I learned a few stir-fried dishes from you yesterday. I can make them for you today. If you are happy, pass me a few more dishes, and I can cook for you every day." "Wow, go to Mr. Li's house, it's comfortable, I like so much." He Jian looked very much looking forward to it. "Teacher Li, just let us go, we can help you do things, and then help you cut bamboo." Zhang Yuxing proposed. "Don't mention chopping bamboo." Huang Lei and He Jian immediately glared at Zhang Yuxing. "Cutting bamboo, it's too tiring. Brother Li Feng, I still want to eat your tomatoes and cucumbers." Zhang Zifeng looked at Li Feng with a look of anticipation. "All right." Li Feng nodded and said, "Today, Lao Huang will cook. You can also eat the vegetables and fruits in my vegetable field and orchard, and I don't want you to cut bamboo, just help me clean up the courtyard." Yay! Huang Lei and them were very happy. Being able to go to Li Feng's house to cook, enjoy the cool and quiet of Li Feng's courtyard, and be able to eat delicious meals, this is simply amazing. €OEI 1/4 Ye 1/4 Y. Sister Yang and Diliba were at a loss. What's going on? Teacher Li Feng's family, is it so good? Then you must check it out. They made an appointment to go to Li Feng's house for lunch. Now, we have to go back to the mushroom house first. Sister Yang and Diliba came to participate in the show. They had to get familiar with the mushroom house first, and they had to make beds and quilts in the mushroom house, and the program team also had to get their personal belongings such as a change of clothes to the mushroom house. The celebrity guests and the staff of the program team went to the mushroom house, and Li Feng, alone, walked back towards his old yard. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 46. Li Feng was alone, lying on a rattan chair in the yard, basking in the sun, knocking pumpkin seeds, and drinking Layan tea, which was very enjoyable. The big black dog, the little green snake and the little white fox are all in Li Feng's vicinity. There is also a large rooster, which is also foraging in the courtyard. The big rooster is half a meter tall and weighs more than 10 pounds. Li Feng himself raised chickens, ducks, and geese. When he was not bound to the full career system, Li Feng kept filial piety for a few years, and he had to eat and drink himself, so he relied on farming and breeding to make a living. Now that he is bound to the whole class system, Li Feng has arranged the courtyard, orchard, and vegetable field with a spirit gathering formation, and he has also sprinkled the fish pond with spiritual energy, and these animals he raised have begun to mutate. For example, the big rooster in the courtyard, a few days ago, was still a thin chick weighing 1 or 2 pounds, but now because he absorbed the aura in the courtyard, he suddenly grew up and became this big rooster that is half a meter high and weighs more than 10 pounds. One man, one dog, one snake, one white fox, one chicken. Li Feng's little days are really leisurely. It's also that the program filming crew is not here. If you yearn for the program shooting team to be here, shoot such a leisurely scene of Li Feng, and spread it through live webcasts, you will envy a large group of 996 social animals. Li Feng is like this now, trying to live a slow life as he pleases. He is an all-powerful grandmaster, that is, he is standing at the top of the human pyramid. His personality and thinking have undergone great changes, and he will no longer run for some worldly petty profits. It is impossible to go to work, it is impossible to go to work in this life. This is Li Feng's truest mentality now. Just enjoy life. At 10:30 in the morning, a group of people walked towards the old courtyard of Li Feng's house lively. This group of people is naturally Huang Lei them. Teacher Li, we are here, is it convenient for you, can we come in now? Standing outside the courtyard, Huang Lei shouted loudly into the courtyard. Come in. Li Feng said lightly. Okay, thank you, Mr. Li. Huang Lei and the others happily entered the old courtyard of Li Feng's house. In addition to Huang Lei, He Jian, Zhang Yuxing, Pen Yuchen, Zhang Zifeng, Yang's sister, Diliba, and the staff of the program shooting team, a total of more than 10 people, all entered Li Feng's courtyard. Fortunately, this kind of old yard in the countryside covers a large area, and more than 10 people will not look crowded when they enter, but if it is a high-rise building in the city, more than 10 people will pour in at once, it will really squeeze the rhythm of people. After entering the courtyard, Sister Yang looked left and right, feeling extremely novel. Diliba and Sister Yang have the same idea. They were all coming to Li Feng's courtyard for the first time. I used to listen to Mr. Huang and Mr. He blowing how comfortable Li Feng's yard was, but they didn't believe it very much in their hearts, thinking about it, isn't it just a rural courtyard, how good can it be? No matter how good the rural courtyard is, it is also a rural courtyard, and it is okay to be fresh, but it is still incomparable with the houses in the city. They came to shoot the show, but also to show a kind of rural life, rather than letting them really stay in the countryside for the rest of their lives. And now, they came to the courtyard of Li Feng's house, and found that the courtyard was very large, and the layout was very comfortable. There were loofahs, cowpeas, eggplants and other vegetables on the side of the courtyard wall, as well as loofahs blooming, smelling the fragrance of flowers, which made them instantly like this farmer's courtyard. The floor of the courtyard is full of original bluestone floors, which are much more compelling than the tiles and marbles in the city. There are also a few bamboos, which grow in the corners of the courtyard, and the bamboo leaves make a subtle sound in the breeze. The sunlight shines through the bamboo leaves, and the silhouette falls to the ground, which is simply beautiful. What makes them feel more comfortable is the air quality and temperature in this courtyard. Before coming, Huang Lei and He Jian said that the air quality in Li Feng's courtyard is quite good, better than the air quality in the Tibetan snow mountain, and the temperature in the courtyard is appropriate, very cool, more comfortable than turning on the air conditioner. At first, they didn't believe it, but now that they have experienced it for themselves, they believe it completely. They became more and more curious about Li Feng. Why is this courtyard of Li Feng's house in such good condition? It's also so bizarre. In particular, this kind of air quality and temperature is simply contrary to scientific common sense. Wow, brother Li Feng, your yard is so big, I like so much. Sister Yang looked at Li Feng and directly expressed her liking. Well, I also like this courtyard so much, it's so big, it's so comfortable to live in, it's much more comfortable than those inns in the ancient town. Diliba also said. Is it big? It's okay. The humble house is shabby, if you don't dislike it. Li Feng looked at Sister Yang and Diliba twice, and said indifferently. €OEI 1/4 ye 1/4 y. Sister Yang and Diliba both had question marks on their faces. The humble house is shabby. You call this simple? Poof, the humble house is shabby, this wave of Versailles, I am convinced. It turns out that my husband is also a Versailles master. Whoever is a master of learning should not call him Teacher Li, but should call him Teacher Fan. Hello Teacher Fan, I have a friend named Menkikai who wants to get to know you. Haha, look at the expressions of Sister Yang and Sister Reba, my husband's wave of reverse Versailles is too in place. If this is called a humble house, then what is the name of the bridge cave where I live? In the major online live broadcast rooms, the audience who yearns for the 5th season was completely shocked by Li Feng's words. Hiss, hiss. Suddenly, a small green snake that was originally hanging on a nearby bamboo branch fell from the bamboo branch and crawled on the ground. Ah, snake, ah. Sister Yang and Diliba, when they saw the little green snake, they were all frightened, their faces changed, and then they instinctively grabbed Li Feng, and one of them grabbed one of Li Feng's elbows. Why did they catch Li Feng? It's all because it's the closest distance to Li Feng, and catching Li Feng is just a natural reaction in a hurry. I'm so afraid of snakes, wouldn't it be the end of being bitten by snakes? Sister Yang and Diliba grabbed Li Feng, their bodies trembling. It can be seen that they are really afraid of snakes. It's normal to be afraid of snakes, and most girls are afraid of snakes. Poof, ha 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 ha. Huang Lei and them, seeing Sister Yang and Diliba so afraid of the little green snake, they all laughed back and forth. Even Zhang Zifeng pursed his lips and smiled. This made Sister Yang and Diliba puzzled. Why are they not afraid of snakes, Mr. Huang? If Teacher Huang and Teacher He Zhang Yuxing are not afraid of snakes, why are Peng Peng and Sister Zifeng not afraid of snakes? Is this a fake snake? Is it a prop snake? Xiao Qing, go back, don't scare peoples. Li Feng pointed to the little green snake and said. Yes, master, the little green snake nodded and responded to Li Feng, and then it turned around and climbed onto the bamboo and coiled it. Of course, what Xiao Qing said to Li Feng, except for Li Feng, everyone on the scene couldn't understand it, because they didn't understand the beast language. Xiao Qing. Sister Yang and Diliba were shocked again, and they were even more confused. Isn't this a prop snake? Please vote, leave a message, and vote for support, thank you. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 47. Li Feng smiled. Then, he said to Sister Yang and Diliba, you guys, let me go first, I'm not used to dragging me like this. For it. Sister Yang and Diliba both pouted, with a touch of shyness on their faces and a touch of resentment. They let go of their hands anyway. Li Feng even disliked them dragging him. Say you're not used to it? Isn't it? They are big beauties and big stars. How many men fantasize about them and can't ask for them? Li Feng turned out to have this attitude. If other men had such an attitude, they would have been very angry. But in the face of Li Feng, they couldn't get angry, they all subconsciously felt that Li Feng was qualified to treat them like this. Li Feng is definitely different from other men, he is the male star and the rich second generation they have seen. Isn't it? Li Feng dislikes Sister Yang and Reba. Woo woo woo, Li Feng, this Versailles, is getting more and more advanced, and it is getting more and more excessive. My husband still loves me, two beautiful celebrities are coiled around him, he is indifferent, he is not messy, only I can touch his heart. Poof, Sister Yang and Sister Reba are both disgusted. Li Feng dog thief, you don't want to be cheap and behave, Reba is mine, you stay away from her. Li Feng is so interesting. Ha ha ha, my husband is so humorous. In the live broadcast rooms of major online platforms, there was a RIT again. The male fans who like Sister Yang and Diliba are crazy. When they saw Li Feng being dragged by the elbows of Sister Yang and Diliba, they were in close contact, and their hearts were full of envy, jealousy, and hatred. And Li Feng is still Versailles. Still dislike Sister Yang and Reba? This is too much. There are also some viewers who support Li Feng, mainly female viewers, who are now chasing the live broadcast, mainly to watch Li Feng, and they all regard themselves as Li Feng's wife. Seeing Li Feng's attitude towards Sister Yang and Diliba, they were very happy, and joked that Li Feng was single-minded about her. Of course, there are some irrational fans who just feel that Li Feng belongs to her alone, and even a big star like Diliba can't possess Li Feng. After Sister Yang and Diliba let go of him, Li Feng pointed to the little green snake hovering on the bamboo branch and said, "This is Xiao Qing, my pet." "What, pet?" Sister Yang was shocked. "It's no problem to keep snakes as pets, right? You people in the city are really rare and weird. Aren't there a group of reptiles in the city, who like to keep reptiles as pets the most?" Li Feng said lightly. "Well, this." Sister Yang was a little embarrassed and said, "Your words made me speechless." Dilibo looked at Li Feng and said with a charming smile, "I have seen snakes as pets, but it is the first time I have seen snakes as pets. If you are bitten by a poisonous snake, how scary it is. You can't get snake venom here, right?" Yes, I think so too. It's scary to keep a poisonous snake as a pet. Brother Li Feng, don't raise a poisonous snake." Sister Yang looked at Li Feng and said with a hint of concern, "My Xiao Qing, although she is a poisonous snake, but it is so cute, how can I be reluctant to let her go? Xiao Qing is my good baby, she will not bite, she is very well behaved and sensible." Li Feng said indifferently. €1 ei 1/4 ye 1/4 ye 1/4 y. Sister Yang and Diliba, there is nothing to say. Well behaved, cute, well behaved, sensible. Are these words used to describe poisonous snakes? Squeak, squeak. The little white fox rushed over at once. "Ziobai, come, jump on my shoulder." Li Feng hooked his hand towards the little white fox, and his tone was gentle. Squeak. The little white fox jumped up immediately, and then landed on Li Feng's shoulder, lying on his stomach meekly, his eyes rolling, very cute and well behaved. "Wow, what a cute little white fox, is this your pet too?" Sister Yang and Dilibo both looked at the little white fox curiously. The little white fox is very cute, and they all like it very much. Girls, a lot of them like cute little animals. Although Sister Yang and Diliba are first-class stars, they are still young girls, they are full of girlish hearts, they also like cats and dogs very much. Seeing that the little white fox on Li Feng's shoulder is so cute, they naturally like it very much. "Well, this is Ziobai, and it's also my pet," Li Feng said to Sister Yang and Diliba. "It's so cute, can I touch her?" Sister Yang asked. "Touch it?" Li Feng nodded. "Thank you." Sister Yang immediately stretched out her hand to touch the little white fox. The little white fox is particularly docile, she didn't move, and she didn't resist when she was touched by Sister Yang. "I also touched this cute little white fox." Diliba also went to touch Ziobai. The audience in the live broadcast room saw Sister Yang and Diliba touching the little white fox, so that they approached Li Feng again. Many people said that Li Feng was deliberate, saying that Li Feng was very scheming, and he relied on this cute little white fox to attract these two beautiful female stars, so as to get close to these two female stars. Of course, Li Feng didn't know about their speculations, because Li Feng hadn't watched the live broadcast at all, and he didn't have any emotions about them. Squeak, squeak. The little white fox screamed. "Well," the little white fox said, "she wants to rest." Li Feng immediately said to Sister Yang and Diliba. In fact, the little white fox said to Li Feng, "Master, these two women are not fools, haven't you ever seen such a beautiful white fox?" Of course, Li Feng didn't tell Sister Yang and Diliba about the little white fox. If he said this, he would definitely make Sister Yang and Diliba cry angrily. Okay. Sister Yang and Diliba, only then did they let go. The little white fox jumped away at once and ran to the roof to play. Please brothers and sisters to support a lot, flowers, collections, evaluation votes, comments, all kinds of support to go a wave. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 48. Oh. Suddenly, a big rooster ran out. The big rooster is half a meter tall and has a very large body. H. Seeing this big rooster, Zhang Yuxing was so frightened that his face changed and he immediately ran away. Zhang Yuxing, it's okay if he doesn't run. If you don't run, you won't attract the attention of this. As soon as he ran away, the big rooster immediately noticed him and ran after him. Oh! The big crows. Zhang Yuxing ran harder. Ha 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 ha. Seeing Zhang Yuxing being chased by a big rooster, running out of a hot sweat and embarrassed, Huang Lei, Hejian, Pen Yuxuan, Zhang Zifeng, Sister Yang, and Diliba couldn't help laughing. Zhang Yuxing is afraid of sharp-billed animals, everyone knows this. They also loved to use this trick Zhang Yuxing in the past, and deliberately let Zhang Yuxing catch chickens and ducks. Zhang Yuxing ran around the yard, avoiding the chase of the big rooster, and asked Huang Lei for help. Huang Lei and the others were indifferent. They felt very funny when they saw Zhang Yuxing being chased by the big rooster, and they took out their mobile phones to take pictures of this wonderful picture. In the end, Zhang Yuxing really didn't have the strength to run, so he was so tired that he collapsed on the ground. When the big rooster saw that Zhang Yuxing had fallen to the ground, he croaked a few demonstratively at Zhang Yuxing, then flapped its wings, flew onto the old roof, stood on the tiles and ran. Wow, this big rooster, to say the least, weighs 10 pounds, and can still fly. Huang Lei and the others looked at the big rooster on the beam, and their eyes were full of amazement. They were all amazed in their hearts that the animals in Li Feng's house were extraordinarily special, even the big rooster was different. They've never seen a this big. The key is that this rooster is so big, and it can be as light as a swallow and fly like the wind, which is even more rare. In the live broadcast room, the audience laughed. Zhang Yuxing was chased by a big rooster and ran. This picture was too funny. All the audience thought it was particularly funny, and they recognized this show more and more. Okay, let's go pick vegetables first. After picking vegetables, and then get some fruit to eat. Today at noon, I'll stir-fry vegetables. Huang Lei greeted everyone at this time. Okay, go pick vegetables. Today I'm going to go to Mr. Li's vegetable field to see. Zhang Yuxing, who was tired and out of breath, got up from the ground and said. Last time, Huang Lei and Zhang Yuxing stayed in the stove room and didn't go to the vegetable field. It was He Jian who took Pen Yuzhuan and Zhang Zifeng to the vegetable field. This time, everyone wanted to go to Li Feng's vegetable field and feel the joy of picking vegetables in person. Let's go pick vegetables. Everyone carried the vegetable basket and walked towards the vegetable field. Li Feng didn't have anything to do, so he also went to the vegetable field. The big black dog, the little green snake, and the little white fox all followed Li Feng's footsteps and also went to the vegetable field. Fortunately, the big rooster didn't follow, otherwise Zhang Yuxing would be scared and run around again, and he wouldn't be able to pick vegetables with peace of mind. Wow, that's a lot of. When I arrived at the vegetable field, I saw all kinds of vegetables growing in the vegetable field. The key is that there are vegetables that grow in every season. Huang Lei and Zhang Yuxing, as well as Sister Yang and Diliba were all amazed. Hejian, Pen Yuzhuan and Zhang Zifeng's performance was a little more stable, because they had already been to the vegetable field last time, and this was the second time they came to Li Feng's vegetable field, and they were relatively not as excited as Huang Lei. Zhang Zifeng is a snack now. She didn't say much, she ran directly, first picked a big cucumber, got rid of the thorns on the cucumber, put it to her mouth and ate it, making a snorting sound, crunchy. Zhang Zifeng herself is a relatively quiet and ladylike character, she usually doesn't talk much, and her behavior is more reserved and introverted. But in the face of this cucumber, Zhang Zifeng gave up the reservedness of a lady, and the range of action of gnawing on the cucumber was really large, and the image and temperament of the whole person changed. €OEI 1/4 Ye 1/4 Y. Sister Yang and Diliba were a little stunned when they saw Sister Zifeng like this. Sister Zifeng, is this cucumber so delicious? Sister Yang asked curiously. Zhang Zifeng nodded, only replied with an and didn't say much, for fear of delaying himself to eat cucumbers. Sister Yang and Diliba were stunned again. Ha ha. Huang Lei smiled, and said to Sister Yang and Diliba, Sister Yang, Xiao Di, you haven't eaten the vegetables grown by Mr. Li, his vegetables are so delicious, like cucumbers and tomatoes, they taste very good, they don't need any cooking, they are very comfortable to eat raw, the taste is sweet, and they are even more delicious than imported high-grade fruits. Really, Mr. Huang, don't lie to us. Sister Yang grinned. You'll find out if you eat and try it. Huang Lei said. Sister Yang and Dilibo both nodded. Sister Yang picked a cucumber nearby, and Dilibo picked a big red tomato. They simply wiped the dewdrops from the cucumbers and tomatoes, put them in their mouths and nibbled on them. Because the air quality in Lifeng's vegetable field is so good, there is no dust pollution, so there is only a little dew on the vegetables, and the vegetables do not need to be cleaned additionally, they are very, very clean. Wow, it's delicious. After eating the first bite of cucumber, Sister Yang was very satisfied, this cucumber is delicious, it's too sweet, and the water is sufficient, I haven't eaten such a delicious cucumber, Brother Lifeng, how did you grow it, why are the cucumbers you planted so delicious? Lifeng just smiled indifferently and didn't say much. He couldn't tell Sister Yang that he had cast the spirit gathering formation to envelop the vegetable field with spiritual energy, and he also sprinkled spiritual energy water on the vegetable field to make these vegetables grow so well. This kind of thing is too unbelievable to say it, and everyone can't believe it. Diliba is also a snacker, she nibbled on a large bite of tomatoes, and immediately had an intoxicated expression on her face, and said, wow, it's delicious. Sister Yang quickly finished eating the cucumbers, and Diliba also quickly finished eating the tomatoes. Then Sister Yang went to pick tomatoes to eat, and Diliba went to pick cucumbers to eat. Huang Lei and them are also picking cucumbers and tomatoes and eating hard. Teacher Huang, save some stomach and go to Mr. Li's orchard to eat fruit later. He Jiang nibbled on a big cucumber and said to Huang Lei. Haha, you say me, you see yourself, it's not like you want to gnaw on a big cucumber. Huang Lei looked at He Jiang and laughed. After eating a lot of cucumbers and tomatoes, everyone started picking vegetables. Only cucumbers and tomatoes can be eaten raw, like bitter gourd, green peppers, eggplants, green beans, cowpeas, and loofahs, they can't eat them raw. After picking some of each vegetable, they walked towards Lifeng's orchard. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 49. When I arrived at the orchard, I saw plums, apricots, dates, grapes, and watermelons. Everyone immediately went to pick fruit. Wow, this grape is delicious, it's better than the grapes in my hometown, I've never eaten such a delicious grape. Diliba took a bunch of grapes and ate it, especially enjoying the sweet and delicious grapes. Everyone knows that Diliba's hometown is rich in fruits, especially grapes, jujubes, apples, and walnuts, and the quality is among the top in the country. It is no exaggeration to say that Diliba grew up with the smell of fruit since he was a child, and even sweating can exude the smell of grapes. And Diliba actually ate the vegetables and fruits grown by Lifeng so with relish, and directly said that this was the best grape she had ever eaten. Isn't it? Fat D is a snack. Of course Fat D is a snack, otherwise why is Fat D so fat? You're fat, your whole family is fat, Sister Reba isn't fat, Sister Reba has lost weight. Li Feng's vegetables and fruits, are they really so delicious? The vegetables and fruits grown by my husband must be delicious, otherwise, why do they love to eat so much, Mr. Huang? This fruit, whether it is sold or not, give me 100 caddies each. I will also buy this vegetable, and I will keep it fresh and deliver it to me, and I will. 500 caddies. Can you finish eating 500 pounds? My family runs a restaurant, of course I can finish eating. Send a link, send a link. Mr. Li Feng, get an online sales link, and sell your vegetables and fruits on the online e-commerce platform, I will definitely place an order every week. I suggest that the program team invite Wei, the first internet celebrity with goods in the e-commerce live broadcast, to bring the goods and sell Mr. Li Feng's vegetables and fruits, which will definitely become a very good agricultural project. On major online live broadcast platforms, the audience who watched the yearning saw several big stars eating vegetables and fruits raw with relish, and they enjoyed it very much, and they were also substituted by the content of this show, and they really wanted to eat Li Feng's vegetables and fruits. Now watching the live broadcast, seeing Huang Lei and them eating happily, everyone is greedy, but they can't eat it, so they swipe the text screen in the live broadcast room, hoping that the program team will have a friendship with the e-commerce anchor, and let the e-commerce live broadcast to sell these agricultural products, so that it will be convenient for them to buy. Huang Lei picked a lot of plums, apricots, dates, grapes, and a lot of watermelons. Because I didn't bring a knife, I didn't cut watermelon on the spot to eat. Let's go back first. Huang Lei immediately proposed. Let's go back and wait for Mr. Huang to cook. Everyone is full of anticipation and wants to eat Huang Lei to cook. Carrying vegetables and fruits, he returned to the courtyard, and then entered the kitchen of Li Feng's house. Then, everyone began to choose the dishes. Teacher Li, teach me how many more dishes to cook. Huang Lei looked at Li Feng with a blank eye, and he especially liked Li Feng to teach him a few more dishes. Li Feng said, Lao Huang, you just use the way I taught you to make fried bacon with green peppers and shredded sweet and sour potatoes last time, to do other stir-fried dishes, cooking. In fact, you need to draw inferences from one another, integrate and understand one dish, and learn a dish. You have to think about how to operate the same type of dish, how to adjust it appropriately, and even improve. That's it, thank you Mr. Li for puzzle. Huang Lei was very happy, like a child getting the best lollipop. Everyone chooses vegetables, and Huang Lei begins to cook. Under Li Feng's instructions, he made a bacon and artichoke rice. Diliba went to cut the watermelon. Eat watermelon, how about tasting this watermelon? Diliba put a large plate of cut watermelon on the table of the 8 immortals. Everyone immediately washed their hands and began to eat the watermelon. Wow, this watermelon, it's delicious. This watermelon is so sweet, I can eat a big one by myself. I've never eaten such a delicious watermelon. Mr. Li's watermelon is also different. Huang Lei and the others all ate watermelon, and they were full of praise for the taste of this watermelon. They also invited the staff of the program team to eat watermelon together. The program team followed the filming, and it was still very hard to broadcast it live. When the staff of the program team took the watermelon to eat, they all felt that the watermelon was very sweet and sandy, and the taste was very pure, and it felt that the whole body was soaked with the sweetness and coolness from the inside out. After eating the watermelon, Huang Lei began to stir-fry. Huang Lei first made a stir-fried bacon with green peppers and shredded sour and hot potatoes, which were the 2 simple home-cooked dishes that Li Feng taught him last time. Immediately afterwards, Huang Lei himself began to comprehend some special skills of cooking according to Li Feng's instructions, and made some other dishes. After Huang Lei finished cooking the dishes and brought them all to the table of the 8 immortals, the entire stove room was filled with a kind of vegetable fragrance, which made people hungry and drooling. Stir-fried bacon with green peppers, shredded potatoes with sour and spicy potatoes, stir-fried green beans, cowpeas with garlic, eggplant with red oil, bitter gourd salad, tomato and egg soup, stir-fried leeks, fresh yellow flour soup. The table of the 8 immortals is full of these peasant dishes, plus bacon and artichoke rice, which is a very hearty peasant lunch. Wow, it's so fragrant, Mr. Huang, your cooking skills are getting better and better, just smelling it, I want to eat it. Sister Yang's eyes looked directly at the table full of peasant dishes, and she looked salivating. That's right, Mr. Huang, your cooking skills are so good, I really want to eat. Diliba is the same, she is drooling. Haha, this is all under the good guidance of Mr. Li. Mr. Li is a master of cooking, and I am in front of Mr. Li, I am a first-grade student. Primary school. Huang Lei said very modestly. €OEI 1/4 Y. Sister Yang and Diliba were stunned. Looked at Li Feng curiously. How high is Li Feng's cooking skills? Why does Mr. Huang respect Li Feng's cooking skills so much? Teacher Li, come, you can taste it first and see if the students have improved. Huang Lei picked up a pair of clean dishes and chopsticks and handed them to Li Feng, with a flattering gesture on his face. Li Feng nodded, picked up the dishes and chopsticks, picked up the dishes on the table casually, put them in his mouth and chewed them slowly. Li Feng tasted every dish made by Huang Lei. Mr. Li, how's that? After Li Feng tasted all the dishes, Huang Lei looked at Li Feng with a nervous look on his face and asked. Li Feng snorted lightly and said, it's not bad, there is progress, it's better than last time, keep working hard, there is still room for improvement, you have talent in cooking. Thank you, thank you. Huang Lei smiled, and his heart was even more happy. Li Feng praised him like this, which is great. €OEI 1/4 Yi 1/4 Y. Sister Yang and Diliba were shocked again. He Jian, Zhang Yuxing, Pen Yuzhuan and Zhang Zifeng reacted calmly, because they had eaten the dishes made by Li Feng, knew that Li Feng's super chef and Li Feng's cooking skills were indeed killing Huang Lei Wuji in seconds. In the major online live broadcast rooms, Huang Lei's fans felt very incredible when they saw Huang Lei's attitude towards Li Feng. Hasn't Huang Lei always been super good at cooking? In front of Li Feng, because of his cooking skills, he really behaved exactly like a primary school student, which was too weird. Looking at Huang Lei's expression, it doesn't look like he's lying at all. Living in seclusion, I was exposed by the program crew. Author, The Great Prince. Chapter 50. Get some food for a couple of my cuties. Li Feng was about to go and get the enamel basin. Teacher Li, this kind of rough work, how can you do it? Let me do it. Huang Lei immediately took the lead, picked up the enamel basin first, and then got a lot of vegetables in the enamel basin. Sister Yang and Diliba were both stunned. Is there anyone else here? Li Feng's cuteness. Could it be that Li Feng Jinwu has raised a few beauties? When Huang Lei put the enamel basin on the ground, immediately, the big black dog, the little green snake and the little white fox ran over quickly. Wang wang. Hiss. Squeak. The big black dog, the little green snake and the little white fox all looked up at Li Feng and barked at Li Feng. Little black, little green, little white, eat it, this is a dish made of rhubarb. Li Feng immediately said to a dog, a snake, and a white fox. Immediately, the three pets began to eat vegetables. The big rooster didn't come, it ran to the back of the mountains and forests to feed. Oh my God! I read that right? They eat vegetables too. Sister Yang's eyes widened, and she looked at the scene with an incredible look. this. Is it all true? Dogs, snakes, white foxes, eating our human food. Diliba reacted the same as Sister Yang. Diliba also thinks that these cute little animals eating human food are really interesting, which is too weird and too fun. Master, this meal, isn't it very delicious? The big black dog ate a piece of meat, looked up at Li Feng again, and said to Li Feng, "Little Black, let's eat it first." Li Feng smiled and said, "This is Lao Wang's cooking, not me. Lao Wang's cooking skills are definitely worse than me." Uh-huh. The big black dog nodded and said, "Although the food cooked by Lao Wang is not as delicious as the master's cooking, it can be eaten for a while, and it is not particularly unpalatable." The conversation between Li Feng and the big yellow dog was in beast language, and they couldn't hear Huang Lei. If Huang Lei knew that the big yellow dog was still a little disgusted with the food he cooked, I don't know how he would react. "Teacher Li, are we ready to eat?" Huang Lei looked at Li Feng with a tentative look. "Well, let's eat." Li Feng said. "I'm going to scoop the rice." Zhang Yuxing took the initiative to scoop rice. "I'll go get chopsticks." Pen Yuchen also became diligent and took the initiative to get chopsticks. The main thing is that they are all hungry, and the aroma of the vegetables on the table also arouses their cravings. "Teacher Li, come, you sit down." First. Huang Lei first took Li Feng to the main seat and sat down. Actually, Li Feng doesn't pay attention to these either. It doesn't matter if you sit in the main seat or not, isn't it just a meal? But Huang Lei's hospitality was difficult to resist, and Li Feng still didn't lose Huang Lei's face. Li Feng sat down in the main seat of the Eight Immortals table, and he immediately hooked his hand at Zhang Zifeng and said, "Zifeng, come, you sit on my right." "Well, thank you, brother Li Feng." Zhang Zifeng was very happy, and immediately came to Li Feng's right and sat down. Then, Di Ali Jerba and Sister Yang chose to sit on one side. Di Ali Jerba still sat down next to Li Feng's left side, although it was not said that she was sitting on the same bench as Li Feng, but she was very close to Li Feng. Huang Lei and He Jiang sat in one direction, opposite Li Feng. Zhang Yuxing and Pen Yuzhuan sat in one direction. The audience in the live broadcast room saw that Li Feng was full of beauties on the left and right. Zhang Zifeng was still sitting on his right, sitting on the same bench as him. Many male viewers were sour, they were too envious of Li Feng's treatment. Everyone took the meal and began to eat. "Wow, it's delicious, it's delicious. Mr. Huang, your cooking skills are awesome." Mr. Wang's cooking skills have increased greatly. Eating the food cooked by Huang Lei, everyone was relishing, and they didn't forget to praise Huang Lei a few words. Huang Lei was very happy. It's a spiritual accomplishment to be recognized by everyone. At the same time, Huang Lei also smiled modestly and said, "It's all taught by Teacher Li. Well, my cooking skills still need to be improved. Compared with Teacher Li, my cooking skills are too far behind." Li Feng said indifferently, "Lao Huang, you have made great progress like this, your cooking talent is good. Just today's table of dishes, I can give you 70 points. The only thing about you that makes me not very satisfied is the knife work. Your knife work is still a lot worse." What Mr. Li criticized was that I would have to practice hard in the future. Knife work. Huang Lei really looked like a humble learning student, so he said to Li Feng. In front of Li Feng, Huang Lei really showed great humility. Knife worker. Sister Yang was stunned and said, "I think Mr. Wang's knife work is already very good, and the shredded potatoes cut by Mr. Huang are very symmetrical and very fine." Diliba said, "Yes, Mr. Wang's knife work, you can." Huang Lei smiled bitterly and said, "Sister Yang, Xiaodai, you have never seen a really powerful knife work. If you see Mr. Li's knife work, you will know what a really powerful knife work is." "Is that right, brother Li Feng? Can you show me the knife work? My sister is really curious." Sister Yang was very generous and directly made this request to Li Feng. In Sister Yang's opinion, although Li Feng said that his identity was mysterious and his ability was extraordinary, Li Feng was just one person, as long as Li Feng was treated as a friend on an equal footing. Okay. Li Feng nodded indifferently and said, after eating, I'll cut a few vegetables for you to see. Yay. Huang Lei, He Jian, Zhang Yuxing, Pen Yuzhuan and Zhang Zifeng were very happy. They had seen the peerless knife skills that Li Feng showed when he cut shredded potatoes. When I watched it at the time, I felt that it was extremely exciting, it was completely like a wonderful movie blockbuster, and I couldn't watch enough at all. Now I have the opportunity to watch it again, with anticipation, of course. Now, let's eat first. After eating, Li Feng showed his knife skills again. Hey, Mr. Huang makes such a good dish, it would be nice if there was a little wine, such a delicious dish, no wine, a little ruined. Zhang Yuxing ate a large piece of bacon and let out this exclamation. I want to drink too. Huang Lei nodded, and immediately asked the staff of the program team if there was any wine, even if it was a few bottles of beer. The staff of the program team rejected Huang Lei and them, saying that they did not prepare wine. Hey! Huang Lei sighed. Do you want to drink? At this time, Li Feng immediately asked. Yes, Mr. Li, do you have any wine here? Huang Lei asked with an expectant look. Well, I'm here, I have sorghum wine, it's sorghum wine that I brewed myself, if you don't dislike it, drink my sorghum bar. Li Feng said lightly. Li Feng has lived in the old courtyard for several years, basically living a self-reliant life, and he also makes wine by himself. When his grandfather was there, he taught Li Feng the skills of winemaking, and Li Feng learned the art of winemaking. Daowen village has a high altitude and a large temperature difference between day and night, although the yield of sorghum grown is low, but the quality is very good, and Daowen village does not have any industrial pollution. The water quality of Daowen village is particularly good, especially suitable for winemaking. There are many villagers in Daowen village, who can make wine, which is the local method of winemaking that has been passed down from generation to generation, although this sorghum wine is not very tall and packaged, but fortunately, it is the original ecology, there is no blending of industrial alcohol, and the taste is naturally extremely pure. Li Feng's winemaking skills are not bad, he brewed a lot of sorghum wine at one time 2 years ago, and hid it in the cool wind cave in the courtyard. Sometimes, to make a few hard dishes, Li Feng also has to get half a caddy of sorghum wine to eat meat. Sorghum wine, or Mr. Li, you brewed it yourself? I definitely don't dislike it, I like it, Mr. Li, your cooking skills are so good, your winemaking skills must be very good, I really want to drink your wine. Huang Lei had an expectant look. He's really greedy. Go get it yourself, the wine is in the cool breeze cave in the back. Li Feng pointed out the location for everyone, and also told where to put the tools for drinking. Let's go, Mr. He, Yuxing, let's go for a drink. Huang Lei immediately greeted He Jiang and Zhang Yuxing. Let's go, let's get drunk. He Jiang and Zhang Yuxing got up and followed Huang Lei to drink. I'll check it out too. Pen Yuchen also got up and followed. Zhang Zifeng, Diliba, and Sister Yang did not leave. Please brothers and sisters to support a lot, vote a lot, flowers, comment a lot, reward, thank you.